Okay, so you won't believe what's happening with Meghan Markle in the UK Parliament. Seriously, this is some next level drama that I didn't see coming at all. Remember how Meghan's been trying to rebrand herself as this lifestyle guru, launching her new business empire all about female empowerment and wellness? Well, Westminster just threw a massive wrench in the works. It all started pretty quietly, with a cross-party committee in Parliament reviewing the rules around royals, or former royals, using their titles for business. And apparently, when they looked at Meghan's brand, alarm bells went off. See, her whole thing is built on being the Duchess of Sussex, right? That's the draw. And some MPs are seeing that as a major problem. One senior MP, speaking off the record, called it constitutional exploitation, which is a pretty strong statement. Another one went even further, saying it's a gross misuse of her Duchess title for commercial gain. And boom, suddenly it's a public debate. Parliament announced they're reviewing whether non-working royals should even be allowed to use their titles to promote private businesses. They didn't name Meghan directly, but come on, everyone knows who they're talking about. Social media went nuts, the tabloids went nuts, even American news outlets are picking this up. It's like someone lit a firecracker under the whole situation. Here's why this is such a big deal. Parliament isn't just talking about tweaking some guidelines. They're talking about actual legal restrictions. They're looking at ways to limit how a duchess, especially one living overseas, can use her royal title to make money. Basically, they're coming for her brand, the very thing she's built this whole new identity on. From what I'm hearing, Meghan and her team were completely blindsided by this. A source close to her described the mood as intense, frustrated, and deeply offended. Apparently, she feels like she's being unfairly targeted, sabotaged even. Of course, her supporters are calling the whole thing xenophobic and petty, saying it's just an attempt to undermine a successful woman of color. But critics are firing back, saying it's not about Meghan, it's about protecting the integrity of the monarchy. And the thing is, this could go even further. Some commentators are wondering if Parliament might use this as an excuse to push for broader reforms, maybe even stripping certain royals of their titles altogether. Can you imagine? If they decide that Meghan's Duchess title is incompatible with her business, they could ask her to stop using it commercially. That would be a disaster for her brand. It's not just a little detail, it's the whole foundation. She'd have to rebrand everything, the name, the marketing, the whole identity, and she knows it. Insiders say she's been in crisis meetings ever since this broke. Her legal team is drafting responses, and everyone's scrambling to figure out what to do. Some advisors want to fight back hard and publicly, others want to take a more diplomatic approach, and some are even suggesting she quietly start phasing out the Duchess title before it becomes a legal battle she can't win. But apparently, Meghan's not backing down. Not yet, anyway. She's reportedly furious that a government she doesn't represent and a monarchy she left years ago still think they can tell her what to do with her business. And then there's Harry. Sources say he's caught in the middle, feeling conflicted. He gets Parliament, he gets the crown, he understands the rules. Even though he doesn't live by them anymore, they're still ingrained in him. He apparently warned Meghan months ago that using the Duchess title commercially would attract scrutiny. He probably didn't expect this level of scrutiny, but he knew it wouldn't be easy. Now he's stuck between his loyalty to Meghan and his loyalty to the institution he left behind. This whole thing isn't just about business, it's about duty, identity, and that messy, painful connection Harry still has to the monarchy. It's like Parliament is reminding the Sussexes that no matter how far they go, no matter how many deals they sign, the crown still has power. Inside Montecito, apparently things are super tense. I heard Meghan's been pacing around all night, glued to her phone, checking every news story, every parliamentary statement, every freaking tweet. And apparently, she's taking it all personally, which, let's be honest, she probably is. Word is her legal team is already working on a lawsuit. They're going to argue that the UK Parliament has no right to interfere with what a private citizen does, even if that citizen used to be a duchess. Her people are trying to spin it as discrimination, like she's being unfairly targeted just because she's an ambitious woman taking on this ancient institution that won't get with the times. But here's the thing. Legal experts are saying she doesn't have a leg to stand on. They're saying Parliament isn't overstepping, they're just enforcing the rules about how royal branding and public office work together. So if she actually tries to sue, it could be a huge PR disaster for her before it even gets to court. Social media is already blowing up. You see those hashtags, right? number Meghan versus Parliament and number Duchess drama. People are either outraged or making fun of her. I saw one meme that was hilarious. It showed Meghan standing on a pile of her business logos in Parliament with this tiny little judge shaking his finger at her. I'm hearing she's both pissed off and frustrated. She apparently called her advisors into some emergency video call and said, "We fight. We don't bow. They can't dictate my empire. I won't let them take this away from me." Apparently, she sounded really determined, but also scared. And Harry? He's apparently in the next room looking totally overwhelmed. While she's plotting lawsuits and branding strategies, he's just scrolling through news articles trying to figure out what the hell is going on. People are saying he looks worn down, frustrated, and really sad. It's like he's finally realizing the full impact of leaving the monarchy and how it's affecting everything. He knows the British media is going to paint this as a war with Parliament, with the palace secretly cheering her on. Because, let's be real, this is exactly the kind of drama that they think proves they were right about her all along. It's like a pressure cooker over there. One of their staffers said you can feel the tension in the air. Meghan's planning her next move, and Harry's just trying to calm things down. Meanwhile, back in London, everyone's talking about it. Can Parliament actually force her to stop using her Duchess title? What legal precedent is there? Some people think this could set a precedent for other former royals who have businesses. Others think it's just a warning shot, a way to remind the Sussexes that those titles are a privilege, not a way to make money. Of course, the palace isn't saying anything publicly, but insiders are whispering that they're secretly happy about it. Some are even saying that William personally called his advisors to make sure Meghan's business is being looked at closely. They think it's protecting the monarchy and reminding Harry and Meghan where they stand. Harry's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's got Meghan, who's ready to fight, and he's got the monarchy, which he used to serve. And he's got the Invictus Games, which he built, and now it's all getting dragged into this mess. One of their aides said he's not angry at Meghan, he's worried about her, about the kids, and about himself. Every headline, every parliamentary note, every tweet, it's all hitting him hard. He feels responsible even though he shouldn't. And then you see the public reaction. Opinion pieces are everywhere. Some people are defending Meghan, saying she's standing up to the old system. Others are calling her reckless and out of touch. Social media is a total mess, with memes and clips of her all over the place. Critics are already saying she can't win a lawsuit. One legal analyst tweeted, "You cannot sue Parliament over enforcing rules about titles. Not a chance, Duchess." Another one posted a picture of her business logo next to Parliament and wrote, "David versus Goliath, but Goliath has lawyers." The Sussex camp is feeling the pressure. Harry's just getting quieter. He's watching Meghan, who's so determined, and he's seeing the storm coming. He's spending hours alone, thinking about everything. It's not just about her fight, it's about the media, it's about the monarchy, it's about what people think. He wants to help, but he doesn't know how. He's overwhelmed. This isn't just a business problem, it's personal. Meghan sees it as a challenge to her freedom and her success. Harry sees it as a clash of loyalty, love, and his past. And they're trying to get through this mess together, so yeah, it's a lot. Meghan's not gonna back down, and Harry's not gonna leave her. But whether they can actually survive this, who knows? Legal briefs are being drafted, PR strategies are being overhauled, and the media frenzy is just getting worse. But underneath all that noise, there's Harry, and he's just sad. You know, like this whole thing has got to be messing with him. I mean, think about it. He's got his wife, who he clearly loves and is standing by, but she's basically going to war with his family's institution. It's a no-win situation. He's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. And you know what's crazy? This isn't just about some dumb title or a business. It's about identity. It's about where they belong. Can they really ever escape the shadow of the monarchy? I'm starting to think maybe not. I saw some of the stuff people are saying online, and it's brutal. They're calling Meghan all kinds of names, accusing her of being greedy, power-hungry, you name it. And yeah, maybe she's ambitious. So what? Is that a crime now? But people are acting like she's personally attacking the queen or something. It's ridiculous. And Harry, he's just caught in the crossfire. He probably feels responsible even though he shouldn't. He knows how the British media works. He knows they're going to twist this into some epic battle between Meghan and the palace. And he knows that deep down, a lot of people in the UK are probably enjoying this. They probably think it proves they were right about her all along. But here's the thing that I think a lot of people are missing. This is about more than just headlines and hashtags. This is about two people trying to build a life for themselves, trying to do things their own way. and they're being attacked for it. I don't know what's going to happen. I honestly don't. Maybe Meghan will win her lawsuit. Maybe Parliament will back down. But I doubt it. It feels like this is just the beginning of a long and messy fight. And honestly, I feel bad for Harry. He's always seemed like a genuinely good guy. Someone